Okay, Gumshoe was helping us out, and Wright, he was gonna get the fingerprints analyzed. Welcome to a new day, at least of me recording this. I rolled out of bed 2 hours ago. I showered and had some coffee, so I'm ready to record now. We have, this is pretty much the final showdown. We're up against literally the Mafia. Time to separate the phonies from the real guys. It's funny because on Sunday I was getting pizza with a friend who's very much Italian. His family is from South Italy, and he was talking about how much he loves the Godfather movies and how when they were making those movies they had to sign a deal that they couldn't say the word mafia in the movie because of the real mafia, I guess. I don't know. Tamed him? The guy's name may be Furio Tigre, but come on. Also, I've been watching some cat videos, and there was one with a tiger. Somebody had a pet tiger, and tigers are so pretty. Like, dude, they're so cute. Like, I mean, cute isn't even the right word. Cute is the right word for a cat. But tigers are just beautiful. Like, if they weren't ferocious predators, like, I would just want to have one. I didn't say nothing, honest. Who would have guessed that Fear would induce a bad Brooklyn accent in the judge? I love that. I got business to take care of, you hear me? So who the hell called me into this hole? Was it you, Spiky? No, of course not. It was the judge, Your Honor. Oh dear, I seem to have dropped my pen. Where on earth is it? Don't mind me, just carry on with the proceedings as normal. That's it, we're doomed. Maybe yous didn't hear me. I said, who the hell was it that called me in here? It was Godot, actually. There's no need to shout. We can all hear you. What'd you say? There's no point struggling. You're caught in a snare, the relentless snare of the law. Oh, speaking of which, the coffee that I drank this morning was from Brooklyn Roasters. And it was pretty good. I definitely want to have another couple cups while I record this. I definitely want to record some of this, and then I want to record some of Ocarina of Time. If I can, I would love to finish the Big Goron Sword quest today. And then finish the Shadow Temple. That would be great. That might be too much for one day, but if I finish this case today, I'll be happy. Incident? I know nothing about no stinking incident, masked boy. You mean you didn't attend the previous trial of Maggie Bird? Maggie, you? I got more important things to do than watch courtroom dramas. Of course. Well, perhaps you could give us your testimony then. This has got to be the thumbnail, this empty chair of the judge, because you never actually see what the judge's chair looks like. Phoenix Wright, you's the one who set this up, didn't you? You's gonna regret the day you ruffled the tiger's fur. You hear what I'm saying? Gulp. Maybe I should have brought a diaper with me today. Get a grip, Nick. The tiger's alibi. Also, I had a tiger's blood gorilla mind this morning, so that was delicious. I think it's my new favorite flavor of gorilla mind. I just had to mention it because tiger's blood, the tiger, Don Tigre. So you don't know nothing about no murder. I was tied up with business in December last year. Spent all of my time in my office. I got whales lined up to borrow cash from Tender Lender every single day. Yous want to check my alibi? Just ask Violetta. Ah, at last I found my pen. Very well then. Ugh! What is it? Please, witness, if you could refrain from shouting out like that. I know the kind of games that guy in the blue... Is this gonna be a thing where we can't press... He punches away at stupid details till we win. Sounds like you've played a lot of Ace Attorney games. That's exactly how they work. Listen up, Smarty. Every time you ask me that... yeah, we can't press. We can't press. We're gonna be penalized from pressing. I figured it was gonna be one of those kinds of things. I just didn't want a good spectator sport. How can I put it? A hungry tiger roaming the urban jungle. Get on his bad side and he'll bite everyone's heads off. Yours too. Very well. I have no choice but to impose a penalty system here. A penalty system. You's better be listening. I said I got business to take care of. Big business. If I don't split now, I ain't gonna catch my bus. I figured it would do that. Okay, the tiger's alibi. I'm gonna save right here. Alright, now that we have a safety save, let's go through the court record. So, okay. So his testimony has 4 parts, and it's about his alibi. Basically, all he says is that he was tied up with business in December. Violetta can establish his alibi. And well, the business is tender lender. Now, this establishes a connection between Tribune and tender lender. However, are we at that point yet? Are we at that point? Right. Okay, well, we can present this to establish the connection between the murder and tender lender. Yeah, the only question is, are we at that point yet? Only one way to find out. Nope. Okay, so we also have the calendar that establishes Glenn Elg's connection with the tiger. It's just, are we at that point yet where we can establish a connection between the two? Doesn't seem like it. Can we press any of these statements? Can we press Violetta? Okay, surprisingly, they're letting us press this without getting penalized. You don't want to cross them or you's gonna wind up sleeping with the fishes. Once the Godfather finds out you's been dragging Violetta through the mud, he'll do you in. I couldn't quite put it all together towards the end there. He said that just like Viola, didn't he? I get the feeling this might not be the right time to probe him about her. Mr. Tigre, what yous want? If you wouldn't mind going into a bit more detail. God damn it. This is a dead end, Wright, and you know it. Remember the rules. It's actually not. I do have evidence. I do have evidence. I do have evidence. Come on. Okay, so we can press this statement. And if we say leave it, too dangerous to press things without knowing where they might end up. My time ain't free, you hear? You better remember that. If I miss that bus, someone's gonna pay. Yeah. I don't buy that you haven't even heard of the incident that occurred at Tribune. Heh, you's got a big mouth, right? You's trying to say I was in on some mob hit? Is that what you trying to say? Where's your proof, then? We found the matches in... Come on. For attorney to make an accusation in court, he must have evidence. You're the studious type, Mr. Tigre. Very good. Ha! Why don't you ask him to represent you sometime, Trite? What should I do? Yes, we're gonna press harder. We have the evidence. Mr. Tigre. Is this... Oh, is this his same... Oh, this is the same dialogue. Okay, come on. So wait, can we just present the matches on the first statement? We can't? How does this work then? So we can press. We're talking about 1 month ago, you know? You see these teeth? That's how sharp my secretary is. Sharp? Is he talking about Viola Cadaverini? She writes everything in my scheduler. December, mainly in the office. That's what it says, so that's where I was. That seems like a rather sketchy schedule. Grrr! There he goes again. What the tiger did all December isn't the issue. What's important is what he was doing on the day of the murder. So, now what? Is this the same? Mr. Tigre, what do yous want? Okay, this is all the same. So I take it you get a lot of customers at your black market loan office. It's tough for the little guys these days. Small businesses are feeling the pinch. Bosses of companies like that want to get in good with me. I'm their best friend. That's very admirable of you, witness. There's nothing admirable about him. Yeah, well, Tenderlenda's motto is win through compromise, you know? What's that supposed to mean? Compromise the customer to win, that's what it means. You's got it? With best friends like you, who needs enemies? Here, let me spell it out for yous all. You don't pay me back within 3 days, Spiky, I take what's due in your stupid hair. Yous follows what I'm saying? But I'm not one of your customers. Leave it. Okay. Too dangerous to press things without knowing. So, I'm just gonna... Okay. I'm gonna make sure I've pressed every statement. Okay, I've pressed every statement, and I don't know how to go... I don't know what to do from here. Yeah, you spent all your time in the office. Oh, come on! Oh, it was the same dialogue until Godot's objection, and then Phoenix objectioned to the objection. The victim was killed on December 3rd. Were you in the office that day too? Maybe yous ain't listening. Of course I was. I never set foot outside. I had meetings all day with a bunch of cats wanting to do business with me. I ain't never seen that young kid before. I do believe that witness's last statement was important. Mr. Godot, if you could please... Mr. Tigre, the court asks you to add that last statement to your testimony. Humph! Don't let an animal beat you. Be a man, Your Honor, and ask him yourself. The day you was talking about, I was in the office too. I never saw that kid before. Okay, finally, we have an opening, and we have evidence. Mr. Tigre. I love how they always do that. They always start with their name, and it's never their first name. It's always Mr. something, and it just sounds so official. It appears that Mr. Elg knew you. Excuse me. What? Mr. Elg left this little note on his calendar. Meet with the tiger, and the date, December 3rd. Well, I wasn't the tiger. He was talking about a real tiger. So, Mr. Tigre, I submit that you did indeed know one Mr. Glen Elg. But my name's Tigre, not Tiger. Brah, ha ha ha. What are you, Bowser? Not bad. You's actually not bad. I was just messing with you to see how good you were. Oh, yeah. That was exactly what we're doing. That's one compliment I can do without. Plus, he's lying through his teeth. Witness, please remember that you're under oath. Lies will not be tolerated. You's calling me a liar? Is that what you's doing? Ruh-roh. So you're saying that your claim to have never seen that kid before is the truth? I said I'm dead serious. You's better believe that's the truth. Ha! Then I'd say that gives me time to enjoy another cup of pure black magic. That is, while you testify for the court again, Mr. Tigre. Oh, yes. Would you mind indulging the court, witness? He never actually met the victim? That's gotta be a lie right there. It's time I nailed this guy. The victim, Glen Elg. I ain't no liar. I never met Glen Elg. There was some lame guy with that name, though. Wanted to borrow cash from me. I set up a meeting with the guy at my office, Tenda Lenda. I waited around for him, but he ain't never showed. I ain't even been to that Tribulations joint, you hear? Okay. That all seems perfectly logical. You had arranged to meet with the victim, but he didn't show up. I've heard it's pretty hard to keep appointments when you're dead. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Didn't I tell you I got a big deal going down today? I ain't gonna make my bus now. I'm gonna have to take the express train. That bill's going straight to you, right? Grr. Cross-examination.